I wanted to start out with Jane Berger from the library because she has to leave to go to another meeting. She's in such demand. And I'm going to pull up her PowerPoint and share.
And then we are updating and changing over time. So the QR code will take you to the humanities page for the big read. Oh, so it'll give you everything you need to know up to the minute.
So hopefully you guys can see the presentation here. Belinda, can you guys see this?
We can see it. We can't hear her though.
Okay, so you have to talk really loud, or if you want to sit here and talk, that's fine.
I usually really good
Can you hear?
No.
No?
No.
You might have to come here and go ahead and take your mask off.
What if you gave her the microphone in the room?
No, I'm here. She gave me the seat. That's even better. How's that?
Okay, that's perfect.
Great.
All righty. Looking to see, can I just, how do I,
Just click on it anywhere.
okay, that's what we're, okay, thank you. There we go. All right. So if you need to get in touch with us, our web address, owens.edu/library/. If you go to the Owens webpage, you can also get to us there. There's in the little ribbon up above, there's a link for the library. Our phone number, this takes you right to our circulation desk where somebody always answers it while we are open. And if you have a question at, like my kids who work best at 1 in the morning and they're so inspired, this is our email that we check every day once we open, libhelp@owens.edu. So lots of ways to track us down. This is our library team, and I am very proud of our library team. We're pretty awesome, if I don't mind saying so myself. Jenny Bloom, if you've ever walked into the library, she is right behind the circulation desk, and she is a wealth of knowledge. She knows everything. I think she is now the senior status person. She has been there longer than anybody. So she probably eats, breathes, and sleeps our library, thankfully. She is your gal to go to for anything Ohio Link, anything that you have checked out, anything related to library circulation. Mike Akid, he orders all of the books for us for the library. So when I met with Michelle and Melinda a few weeks ago, and we got a list of books, I just turned them right over to Mike and say, hey, we need some of these. And he made it happen. So he's a good one to know. Paul Weaver is our e-resources librarian. So anything that is electronic, our databases, primarily our databases and our journals and such. I forgot to mention Mike liaisons. He works with the health related departments. Paul is with STEM departments. Alyssa, she is our newest addition. Oh, God love her. She started in the middle of the pandemic, fresh out of her master's program and had to move out of state. So, and she's very, very quiet, but she is such a hard worker. I mean, we're weeding things from our library because we're going to a smaller footprint and we just have a lot more e-resources. So we haven't done a really big in-depth weeding like this for a long time. And so we just keep heaping books on her. And every time I go back there, the shelves are full, and then I'll go back again and she's gotten through them all. I don't know how she does it. She is a little workhorse, and she liaisons with business, criminal justice, public safety, EMT, fire service. Monica Cook, if you're ever down in the Finley campus, she is your gal there. She handles all of our social media and she is fabulous at it. Our LibGuides, if you are familiar with LibGuides on our library page, you'll want to become familiar with them if you aren't already. And as it says here, I just keep the plants alive. Every Friday, I try to make sure they're still there. And Monday morning. This is our main page. So here is our LibGuide link. Click on that and it will take you to a list of subjects that our librarians have put together with specific resources for specific subjects. So very helpful. If there's something that we don't have on there, but you think we should, let us know. We will take care of that. This also, gives you our hours and a lovely picture. Well, we're gonna have to update our picture for Toledo because we won't look like that anymore. In case you are not aware, some of the services that we offer are instructions. So if you know you are going to require some research or a paper for your students, bring your class on over, and you know, as long as we're open, we can do instruction. So 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 8 to 4 on Saturday. So we can show your class just why they don't need Google really, and why it's so much easier to use our databases. It's a lot less work for them once they just get out of the habit of Googling. We have closed class reserves. So if there is a textbook that you are using and you had an extra copy, if you wanted to give it to us for the library, we'll put it on closed class reserve, which means that it's available for students, but it never leaves the library. We'll hunt them down and throw our bodies in front of the doors. It works very, very well for our students, especially at the beginning of the semesters when they are waiting for financial aid to come in. So we are very grateful to all of our departments who provide that for us. Interlibrary loan, if you need a book from Washington State, might be the only place that has a book. There you go. OhioLink assistance. OhioLink is a wonderful resource unique to our state, where we are part of a lending consortium of about 120 some public and university libraries throughout the state. So it really gives us great lending power. Now, we do have a little hiccup. It has run seamlessly for as long as I have known, and that's been since 2000. In July, they contracted with a different courier service. And yes, change is not always good, but not to give the courier service a fair shake. I think they're in the same position that many other businesses are in not being able to find employees. And so that's their biggest headache right now. And when they sign the contract back, you know how things happen. They may have been in great shape and then, you know, so it just requires a little bit of extra planning and a lot more patience. It used to be about 3 to 5 business days for something to come through OhioLink, and now we're saying up to 10. Yeah, so, and that's not planning like that for our students typically is not their strong suit, but anyway, we offer a lot of events and programs. Always check our library site. One of our big things that's tied to our big read is a human library that we are going to have in October, the first part of October. We are currently recruiting books. A human library is exactly what it sounds like. Humans are books, and they are checked out by other humans. And the books have certain topics that they will talk about that can be very helpful for others who may have maybe something, you know, someone suffers from depression or anxiety. Maybe they are a veteran and they had some difficulty coming back home, just on various topics. And if that hits home with a particular person who wants to check it out, they go and talk with that book. And there's parameters so that no books are damaged. That's not the idea. But we also thought, being a community college, it's kind of hard to make connections sometimes. So this might be a great way to help make some of those connections and find somebody who kind of feels, you know, the same way you do, or they walk the same path that you do. That I think is huge. So yeah, I've been wanting to do this since I started, and then that darn pandemic just messed it all up. So like I said, if you or anyone you know may be interested in being a book, if you are, you know, comfortable talking and sharing, you know, something that, you know, maybe was difficult for you and you think you could offer some help, please let me know. That leads right into the big read. We do have some right here in the humanities office. There are lots of bookmarks, and I just shared one with our friends here that has everything on the back side of it, all of our events that we have planned so far. But because we're updating them, or, you know, sometimes adding, we have a QR code that will take you to the Big Read website. So that would be the best way to do it. And, you know, if you happen to pick up a copy of the Big Read, which will be on sale here September 8th and 9th, for $10, cheaper than Amazon. You can use it to mark your place in the book. Currently, we offer free coffee, tea, and hot chocolate, and I have while supplies last, because when we move in the spring over to College Hall, we can't be in competition with the Fireside Grill. So no freebies. So yeah, I know. Well, we might, if we still have some, we might, have to break it out for, well, and Saturdays, that I used to work Saturdays all the time. And I always felt, so I had my own personal stash of like granola bars, and because sometimes the vending machines would be out, certainly nothing was open. And yeah, we have Arby's just down the road or Subway, but when you're in the mode and just want to keep going, and I still have water bottles, and because I think it's just ludicrous that you have to pay $1.25 for a dang bottle of water. So so for the time being, we've got these, and stay tuned to O News, because I don't know, 2 or 3 times throughout the semester, we have take a cake break at the library. Not necessarily cake. Actually, September 1st is our first one, and there will be brownies. So come on over. We offer it sometimes in the morning, sometimes we do it in the afternoon. We're trying to be equal opportunity for,
That's the food, not the children.
That's correct. September 8th and 9th. Yep, and it will be offered here in the humanities department for the first time ever. Yeah, Christine Brink, the admin assistant who sits next to Carol. The Toledo Library, if you happen to be over there, or if you're down in Findlay, the Findlay Campus Library. We just felt we needed to have an opportunity on this side of campus, because sometimes it's just not convenient to come across. And as I said, it's a savings, $10. So yeah, I think, we're happy to be able to do that. And of course, finally, you will always get smiles, assistance, and encouragement when you're at the library. Well, I'll tell you, there was a nursing student who was a full-time mom who had sick kids during the pandemic and got behind on a few assignments. And, in any college class, if you get behind, it's just so hard to catch up. And she was there from 8 to 4 on a Saturday, and at about 2 o'clock, she just broke. She was just, and so, we always, like I said, I always have candy and mints and granola bars and popcorn and so I'm like, come here. I said, you just breathe, just take a minute, just breathe. And she just needed somebody to listen, and the tears flowed, and but you know what, 10 minutes later, she says, you know what, I needed to do that, because she's not going to do it in front of her kids. So I'm like, hey, we are here for you. So there's a lot more than just books that we offer. So we just, yeah, I'm telling you,
that's what it is.
that's exactly, we are, well, and we are, especially in the evenings and on Saturdays, we are all things to all people, because we are the only live bodies you can find. So we are the original search engines, so we just keep chugging along, and we love what we do. So we are very happy to serve you. Now, if you are not aware of databases that are available to you specific to education, if you go, see now, can I just advance and do it again? There we go. Oops, this one. Okay, so right here, our database list. If you click on that, it will give you an alphabetical listing. So you could go click on E, and it'll bring up any database that has the word education in it. Or when you click on the database list, you can also limit by subject, and one of the subjects is education, and it will bring up the databases that are available to you that we have in education. So, and one of the best kind of broad overall databases that you can find just about anything is academic search. So those are very helpful tips, I think, for students who are looking for things. So just give us a call, schedule your class to come in for instruction. Any questions at all, we're there. As I said, our hours in the fall, 8 to 8, Monday through Thursday, 8 to 4:30 on Friday, and 8 to 4 on Saturday. So,
Perfect.
yep, we are here to serve. So I think I probably talked longer than I should have, but thank you. Anything, I know I talk fast, just come. Friday, call us. We're there for you. Email us.
Perfect. Perfect.
So
Well,
Kevin,
thank
before you
you.
Thank you, Jane.
Thank you.
That's it.
Taking care. Thanks, Michelle.
Oh, you're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Have fun on your next one. Yeah.